Welcome to LNP Renewable System Integrators. Today we are going to see some of the basics of DCDB, okay, Direct Current Distribution Board. So while entering into the topic, let us ask some of the questions to ourselves. Okay, what is a DCDB? Where will I use these DCDBs? How it looks like? And what are the important specifications which I need to know about the DCDB? And what are the recommended makes for the DCDB design? How it is internally wired? Okay, so first, let us find the answer for the question, what is DCDB? Direct Current Distribution Board, okay, is a system, okay, which provides protective fuse, circuit breakers, and surge protection devices. Okay, so DCDB will control the DC power from the solar panel, okay, with the help of the necessary surge protection devices, fuses, and circuit breakers. Okay, so if you want to follow some of the standard, we can follow the standard IEC 60941 part 1, 2, 3. All these three standards we can follow for the designing of this DCDBs. Okay, so where can we use this? So this DCDB normally will be used in on-grid and off-grid and hybrid solar applications. Okay, it will be used after the solar PV cells, between the solar PV cells and the inverters. So this is one of the example of the DCDB with the 2 input and 2 output supply. Okay, see here there is a input 1 and input 2. We are providing a surge protection devices here. Okay, and we are having the gland for the cable entry and out for the cable entries, and we are providing the provision of the gland for earth cable entry also. Okay, and this is the ACDB, okay, which is having a 1 in 1 out DCDB with AC with a switch protection, and as well as the AC SPD also. Okay, see this is an elaborated clear photo. See here we have a surge protection devices. We have a surge protection devices which is rated around 40 kiloamps. Okay, and we are providing the fuse terminals with fuses as well. So normally we used to have 15 amps fuses. Okay, if the rating is high, we can go for up to 20 amps. Okay, and we are having the so many internal terminals for the wirings. Okay, so if you consider the DCDB, normally we can call the DCDB as a array junction box also. If you look into the specifications about the DCDB, its DC cables can have, we should have a separate cables for positive wires and separate cable for the negative. Okay, and also it can have a mm of around 4 mm square. Okay, and if it is for the earth cable, it should be 6 mm square. So that is the most important thing. Okay, or if we are making a design for a panel which is having a DC cable of around 6 mm square, then earth cable we should have a higher rating, it should be around 10 mm square. So it should be passed through easily. And also the enclosure can be IP65 and IP66 also we can use. It should be a polycarbonate material. Okay, and its design temperature should be ambient temperatures more than 50 degrees Celsius. Since it is kept outside the environment, its rating is more than 50 degrees Celsius. And we have, based on the inputs it is being designed, means 1 input 1 output type is there, 2 input 2 output type is there, 3 input 3 output type is there, 4 input 4 output type is there, 6 input 6 output type is there, 10 input 10 output type is there. Okay, and it's switching. Okay, we can design based on the rated string voltages. If it is a 600 volt, we can make the DC switching range in the 600. If it is around 1000, we can design like that. If it is more than 1500 volt DC, then we can make the connection like this. And also surge protection device, we can use SPD type 2. Okay, DC SPD type 2. Okay, and also we need to provide the fuses as well. Okay, and also we can use the SPD with the indications also. Okay, see here. Here see there is an indication. Now it is in the green color. If any surge happened, okay, if anything faulty, the color of this green will change to red. In certain cases it will change to orange also. Okay, and this is one of the photo, an example of a 1 in 1 out. Okay, as I told earlier, it has an input will be one input and one output, and we had considered the maximum DC voltage as 1000 volt DC, and we are providing the fuse protection for 15 amps. Okay, and we are using only one SPD in it. As I told earlier, the protection will be IP66, and the material is enclosure material is polycarbonate. Okay, and we are using the gland of different sizes, PG7 and all. And in certain cases, instead of glands for the input and output cables, we can go for MC4 pins as well. Okay, see here, the terminals, we are using 6 square mm inside it, and we can go for many makes. We can go for LMAX makes also. There are so many makes. Okay, SPD also we can go with so many makes: LMAX, LNT, Honeywell, Schneider, like that. So many makes are there. So based on our requirement, we can go. Okay. The same way, this is an example of 2 in 2 out. Means 2 input, 2 output. If it is a 3 input, 3 output, at most of the things, everything is same. Only thing, the size will differ. And if it is a 4 input, 4 output, there we need to use 2 SPDs. Okay. And here, see, the inputs and output provision we have to make for 4 strings. Mostly for the string inverters, we used to go for the design like this. See here, this is a 6 input, 6 output. See here, 1, 2 surge protection devices are there, and see the cable entry for 6 positive, 6 negative inputs are there, and also out is also there. In and out both are there. Okay. Here also we are using two SPDs. See here, the environment operating temperatures minus 20 degree to plus 20 degrees Celsius. This is 10 input, 10 output. Maybe if we are going for a 100 kilowatt inverter, we can, that is 82.8 kilowatt. We can go for these sort of DCDB'S. Okay, here it has inputs of around 10 and output of around 10. Okay, normally when we design any 100 kilowatt, we used to keep one as a spare one, because if any line fails, we can use the alternative one for that one. Okay, and here we are using the 3 SPDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So totally 99 out. This is an example of 99 out. So this is one of the internal wire. So it will be little clear. See here, positive. This is a 1 in 1 out example. A positive wire is coming and negative wire is coming. Okay, and positive we are taking through the fuse terminals, and we are connecting to the SPD. This is the example how we can design a standard example with the glands, with the DC connections. Okay, entry for the DC cable entry, and we can give the protection also, as well as the DC surge protection devices as well. So thank you so much. Please subscribe and press the bell icon to know more and learn more. Like and subscribe. For learning and project, feel free to contact us with the below mentioned contact details.